Hi everyone. Welcome back to All Kinds of Advice podcast. So get ready because today's episode is about to turn up the heat as we dive headfirst into this sizzling romance between none other than Safaree and Amaria from Love and Hip Hop Miami. So trust me when I tell you you won't want to miss a single moment of this juicy story. So buckle up and tune in because I'm about to unravel all the captivating details right here, right now. But before I dive into it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Let's keep it growing and flowing. Oh my goodness. Oh, child. So I seen that, Love and Hip Hop had posted, a snippet of Amaria and Safaree kissing. And I was like, oh my goodness, like they can't even hide this anymore. Like it's quite obvious that, they are actually dating each other. And I don't think they really want to hide it anymore either. I think in the beginning or in the initial stages, they were sort of like hiding that they were dating. But when I seen that kiss, she was like sitting on, like her counter or like wherever she was. I'm not sure if it was her house or Safaree's house, but she was sitting at a counter and then they both were kissing each other. But when I seen, she was kissing him and it kind of seemed like, both of them were kind of closing their eyes. I was like, oh my goodness, like there is no coming back from this. Like she has fallen hard for him. I feel like there's different types of kisses, but that kiss that, Amaria gave Safaree, it looks like, she is like deep in love with him so far, even though they haven't been dating obviously for a long duration of time. But when I seen she was in her shorts, skin out, in a seductive manner, I was like, oh my goodness, like this girl is already in deep. Like, she's deep, deep, deep in. There's no coming back from this period. But I'm just like, I don't know. This is so messy. Like, I understand that people should date like whoever they want to date, but like, oh my goodness, this is super sizzling in my opinion. But now, Amara, you gonna have Erica Mina out here in these streets ready to throw hands at you. You're gonna have her, she's already screaming up in the episode. You're gonna have her acting all jealous and erratic, and who knows? Like she's probably gonna have even more veins popping out of her head because we do see that she gets very stressful when people mention anything in relation to Safaree. But oh my goodness, like Maria, like girl, you got it going on. You want this man, like you're in love. But even I noticed that she said, and Safaree also mentioned this. She mentioned that they should take it slow. They shouldn't like really rush things. And I was like thinking she needs to go and see that video that like she needs to go see herself on video and see the way she kissed Safaree. Homegirl, there's no coming back from this. You kiss this man like with eyes closing, like you're enjoying that vitamin D. You ain't coming back from this. Like, don't fool yourself now. Come on now. you know? But I feel like when she mentioned that and Safaree mentioned that they should take it slow, I feel that's like an immense red flag for me, just in my particular opinion, because I feel like you kind of have like one foot in and one foot out the door. Because like why are you trying to take it slow? It's either you like each other or you don't like each other. What is the whole deal with like taking it slow? And I know people do take it slow, but from my opinion, I feel like when people take it slow, it's because they're not completely sure about the relationship, and it's perhaps they're dating other people on the side as well. And I would not put anything past Safaree. We see time and time again he's even trying to talk to other women on the show, so of course he wouldn't mind if someone doesn't want to be exclusive with him. He'd be all for that, period. But I feel like, Amaria, I feel like you should have, dated someone else. Of course, it's your preference who you want to date. But Safaree is not husband material. Like, he is for the streets. As I said, he's always trying to get with other women. Like, why would you want to date someone like that that is even trying to talk to other, like, some of your other colleagues that are probably on the show as well. But one thing I must say, like Safaree is in his bag. Like he is on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, plus he's also on Love and Hip Hop Miami. But Amaria, like I feel like yes, you're taking it slow in your mind, but in reality, you're not. You're in love, love, love with this man, and you can't tell me anything different than that. And one thing I will say to her, if you are going to eventually be exclusive with Safaree, don't bring Safaree around your friends because Safaree has no behavior. He will try to go with your friends. Look what happened with like Erica Mina and the whole Sierra fiasco. Leave him around your friends. If you want to continue to keep your little plump size and everything like that, do not, introduce Safaree to your friends. He will try to you get with them as well. Period. But at the same time, I'm thinking like, is this for publicity? Is this whole situation is to keep both of them on the show? Because we know and we've seen time and time again that a lot of people, they go through desperate measures just to remain on the show. They come up with all kind of crazy storylines just so they're called back for another season. But I don't know. I personally feel like this is not for a show. I feel like Amaria is truly in love with Safaree, and maybe he feels that the same way too. But Safaree, I can't really take him serious when it comes to relationships because we've seen how he ran down, Erica Mina at the time. He was like chasing her for like a 2 year period. So we need to see like this relationship perhaps being like going into like perhaps 5 years, 10 years to really know if okay, we this is serious and if they really, really like each other. That's what I think. But a lot of people are saying that it's for publicity. Maybe Amara feels like if she does go with Safaree, it will help her in regards to her music career. It will help establish her music career even further. Perhaps it will make her music career even more mainstream. But one thing I would like to say is Amara, date Safaree, but don't even think that you can utilize him for any help with having your music become more popular, because we do see Safaree cannot write music. So if you think like, oh, I'm gonna go with him and perhaps he'll help me like write my music, we see that Safaree, when he had mentioned that he was writing raps for Nicki Minaj, he was lying. So really, I really hope you're thinking about what you're doing and really, really sitting down and reflecting and letting asking yourself if you're making, the right decision. Look how Erica Mina is acting like she's losing weight. It's unfortunate. Obviously, we don't want to see a women, emotional and in like going through a turmoil and heartbreak. But look what Erica Mina is doing. She's shouting up. She has veins popping in and out. I don't know. I feel like Amaria, like I can't even tell you after I seen that case, I can't even tell you run from this man. I can't even tell you like dodge from this man because you're in deep, deep. And she was even in one part of the episode, she was even telling him like, thank you for taking it slow with me. And like she is like she's seen Safaree as like the one. I feel like I don't know, like, oh my goodness, like this is so messy. Like, I don't know, like Amaria, you I feel like you should date someone else. Like, leave Safaree alone. Safaree is not husband material. Safaree is for the streets. We see time and time again. Obviously, it's known that Safaree is a womanizer. Do you want to have to be like, maybe a couple months from now or a couple years from now, going like all crazy over Safaree. Safaree seems like the type of person that will woo you in, and then when he feels that he sort of got you where he wants you to be, then he moves on to his to another person. So really, really think about what you're doing. But I feel like there's no coming back. Like she got hooked on that vitamin D. And she's just like, yes, there's no way that I'm gonna like turn back from this. And like her actions is reflecting that. Like, who's gonna be kissing man, closing eyes, up on counter? Girl, that man got you wrapped around his finger. But that's my 2 cents as it relates to the relationship that has evolved between Safaree and Amaria. I personally do feel that one of the scenes is probably we're probably going to be seeing that Amaria and Erica Mina are still fighting, because as I mentioned in my previous video, Erica and Safaree are still having sexual intercourse with each other. So if both of them are still kind of hooked on this man, there might be some sort of fighting scene going on. And of course, we don't condone violence or anything, but we are here for the drama that's going to be unfolding. That's the best part of it. Of course, that's why we all watch Love and Hip Hop, to be entertained. But let me know in the comment section below what you think about the relationship that is budding between Safaree and Amaria. Do you feel like this is for a publicity? Do you feel that this romance is fake and is just for a storyline? Do you feel that perhaps they really do in fact like and love each other, and this relationship is going to be for the long haul? Or do you feel that Safaree is going to just be Safaree and be a womanizer and continue hypnotizing women with the vitamin D out here in these streets? But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I would love to get a debate going again as it relates to this particular topic. But that's all for today for All Kinds of Advice podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's always a pleasure to bring the latest tea to you all. And I will catch you guys on the next episode. Take care. Ciao.